Guys, for today's NBA simulation, we will be placing current players onto their hometown teams. For example, Kevin Durant's hometown is Washington, D.C., so he's going to be playing for the Wizards in the simulation, and for Jimmy Butler, his hometown is Houston, Texas, so he's going to be on the Rockets. Now, players like Luka Doncic, who are not from the United States, we'll just be putting them on random teams, and so with this crazy new NBA, we're going to simulate a season and live playoff scenario here on NBA 2K to determine the winner. So go sit down, go relax, go grab your favorite stack, and let's get right into the simulation. Here we go. We are now into NBA 2K, and it took me a few hours to get all these rosters done. So as you see, all these players are on their hometown teams. Now down the list of the rosters, you might see some players that are incorrect, but guys, trust me, I try my best to get all these players back on their hometown teams. Like, look at this Milwaukee Bucks squad. Jason Tatum, Bradley Beal, Halliburton, Michael Porter Jr., and then we see the Chicago Bulls, Anthony Davis, VanVleet, Beverly, Derrick Rose is back in Chicago. I know you Bulls fans are happy about that. And this Cavaliers team might be the team to beat. Stephen Curry and LeBron James on the same team with CJ McCollum, Terry Rozier, and as you guys know, LeBron and Stephen Curry were born in the same hospital in Akron, Ohio. Also guys, as we're going over these rosters, let me know down below your favorite team or the team that you think is going to win, and shout out to the people in the last 2K simulation up on the screen who show love. I appreciate all your guys' support. Like, I truly read every single one of your guys' comments. I love seeing all the reactions to the simulations. You guys are the best fan base on YouTube, but this simulation is so exciting with all these players going back to their hometown teams. Anyone has a chance to win it, and again, there are some players who are not accurate to their hometowns. Again, I try my best, but how about this Atlanta Hawks team? They're looking pretty good. Jaylen Brown, Anthony Edwards, Brogdon, Colin Sexton, Wendell Carter Jr., Jabari Smith Jr. is even on the team. That team is looking solid as we see the Miami Heat, John Collins, Scotty Barnes, the rest of the crew. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this simulation is gonna be tough to predict the winner. And as we continue on, we see the Charlotte Hornets. Oh my goodness, this team is looking solid. Zion Williamson, John Morant, CP3, Brandon Ingram, Chris Middleton, John Wall, Seth Curry. I mean, all these players were born in North Carolina or South Carolina, so I guess there's some good hoopers down there in the South. And now we go to the Sacramento Kings. Jalen Green is actually from California, so we put him on Sacramento. The New York Knicks, Donovan Mitchell, Tobias Harris, Cole Anthony. This team is looking all right. I mean, Donovan Mitchell finally going to the New York Knicks. And as we continue on with these rosters, we're going to go to the LA Lakers. James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, Klay Thompson, Drew Holiday, Westbrook. I mean, this team is looking solid. I'm pretty sure you guys knew this Lakers team was going to be good. And as we said before, international players we're going to group together, so we see Jokic and Doncic on the same team. I mean, who's going to stop this Orlando Magic team? And again, it was hard because we did this simulation a couple years ago and we're doing it again, but now there are so many more international players in the NBA than there were before. And as we now see the Dallas Mavericks with Maxey, Julius Randle, my player Marcus Smart, I'm not gonna lie, this Mavericks team is looking pretty solid. And there are the Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie Irving, Karl Towns, Bam Adebayo, Jalen Brunson. A lot of these players are actually from New Jersey, like Towns, like Irving, like Brunson. And just like the Orlando Magic, the Denver Nuggets are one of the international teams. Ben Simmons. Then we see a couple Australian players, Josh Giddey, Joe Ingles, Patty Mills. And like I said earlier, the NBA is becoming so much more global. All these international players in the NBA, and it's such a great thing for the league. I mean, having all these players like Luka Doncic, Jokic, Antetokounmpo, it just makes everything much more fun. But guys, take some time to think about your predictions for this simulation. Like I say, it's gonna be tough. Any team has a chance to win it. There are some better teams than the other ones, but I mean, hey, anything is possible in these 2K simulations. And this Detroit Pistons team, they're not too bad right there. Draymond Green, Al Horford, Booker, Bridges. I mean, a bunch of those Michigan guys. And here's the Canada team, the Toronto Raptors with all the Canadian players, basically Shea Alexander, Andrew Wiggins, Jamal Murray, RJ Barrett, Dylan Brooks. This team is looking solid. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to have them to win. Then we see the Houston Rockets, Alex Caruso, Jimmy Butler, Jordan Clarkson. Can they go to the playoffs and make the finals? It will be interesting to see. And like Denver and Orlando, we made the Spurs an international team. This is basically Team Africa with Joel Embiid and Siakam, as well as Phoenix. We see like the French guys, the Greek guys, Antetokounmpo with Gobert, Anunoby, Capella, Evan Fournier, Batum. I mean, it's going to be so much fun, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm so excited for this simulation. I love doing these type of videos, these type of rosters. Then we see the Minnesota Timberwolves, Chet, the rookie on there, 80 overall entering the NBA. Then we see the Blazers, Zach LaVine, DeJounte Murray, Nurkic, Kevin Love, Banchero, the first overall pick. And this is probably one of the longer roster overviews we have done in the simulations, but we are almost at the end as we see the Golden State Warriors with Damian Lillard, Mobley, Wood. I feel like this Warriors team is definitely a contender for the simulation. And last but not least, the Washington Wizards led by KD at a 96 overall. And guys, that's going to wrap up the roster overview. It was time to simulate this season here on NBA 2K22. So let's see who makes the playoffs. And so the MVP is Giannis Antetokounmpo for the Phoenix Suns, 22 points, 10 rebounds, and their rookie of the year goes to Chet of the Minnesota Timberwolves. And now the sixth man of the year is James Harden of the LA Lakers. So how about that? Harden comes off the bench. That is very interesting. And the defensive player of the year is? Who else but Giannis Antetokounmpo? And now we go to the league leader in points. It is Trae Young with 29 points per game for the OKC Thunder. Then we see Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Stephen Curry, and Bradley Beal for the Milwaukee Bucks. But how about Jonas Valanciunas? Leads the league with 14.2 rebounds per game. That is insane. I mean, he is up there with the greats right there with that average. And as far as the assists per game leaders, LeBron James of the Cavaliers leads the league with 10.2. Then we see Trae Young, Kyle Lowry, LaMelo Ball in there as well. And now we go to the NBA standings. In the East, it is the Milwaukee Bucks with the 1 seed. Then we got the Toronto Raptors, the Charlotte Hornets, the Brooklyn Nets, the Atlanta Hawks, the Indiana Pacers make it. And then we see Miami and Cleveland sneaking as the Orlando match with Jokic and Luka Doncic don't make the postseason. That is actually crazy. I thought they would be the 1 seed, but they will miss out. And now we go to the teams that did not make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. It is the New York Knicks, the Boston Celtics, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Chicago Bulls, and the Pistons, as well as the Wizards don't make it. And now to the West, we see the Phoenix Suns 66-16 as they take the 1 seed. Then we got the LA Clippers, the New Orleans Pelicans, the San Antonio Spurs, the Golden State Warriors make it. And then we got the Denver Nuggets, and the 7 and 8 seeds go to the LA Lakers and the Portland Trailblazers as the Dallas Mavericks with Marcus Smart miss out. And the rest of the teams that did not make the playoffs in the West are up on the screen. We got the Kings, Grizzlies, Jazz, and then we got the Rockets, Thunder, and the Timberwolves. But it is now time to get this playoff simulation going. You guys see the 16 teams in the schedule. It is your last chance to comment down below your predictions. All these games are similar live here on NBA 2K. And so guys, without further ado, go sit down, go relax. The road to the finals begins here in the very first round, and let's get these playoffs underway. Here we go. And so we'll begin these playoffs in Miami where John Collins gets him on the pump fake, but it doesn't matter because the Miami Heat will be swept by the Toronto Raptors 122-106, your Game 4 final. And on go the Toronto Raptors to the next round as the Heat are going to go home. And now another Game 4, the Brooklyn Nets are down 3 games to nothing. Can they avoid the sweep? They're down by 1 with 44 seconds. Here is Irving on the drive, and he gets the layup to go. In Atlanta, they're looking to close out the series, but they're now down by 1. And Jonathan Isaac, you're going to get back on defense. Brown corner 3, bang! And that's why you gotta get back on defense as Jaylen Brown puts these Atlanta fans on their feet. Hawks lead by 1. Oh, that was a 2-pointer, my mistake, as Irving to the rim. Irving, no good. Great defense from Anthony Edwards. And here come the Hawks. A chance for the dagger to end this series. 25 seconds. Brogdon the drive. Brogdon, no. Great defense from Brunson. And here comes Brooklyn. And they gotta go to Kyrie Irving right here. The shot clock is off. 15 seconds to go in Atlanta. The Nets season on the line, down by 1. We enter the 10-second mark. Irving around the screen. No, he passes in the corner to Towns, and he puts in a 3-ball. The Nets lead by 2, and now here come the Hawks. 6 seconds, a chance to tie this game or win it. Here's Brogdon for overtime. It's no good, and the Brooklyn Nets will force a Game 5. Backs against the wall, they convert. And we will come back to this series later on, but we will now go to a game in Charlotte where it is the Hornets over the Indiana Pacers in 5 games. So the Charlotte team will be moving on to the conference semifinals. They get the job done, 120-125. And for the Indiana Pacers with Jaden Ivey and Gordon Hayward, they will be going home in today's simulation as we have another close game in Phoenix. It is the 1-seeded Suns, down by 2, but they tie the game, and they are also down in the series. Can the 8-seeded Blazers get this upset done? As now here comes DeJounte Murray, 40 seconds to go. He takes the 3. It's no good, rebound, and here come the Suns on the break. They're looking to force a Game 6. They want to be the 1 seed that goes down to the 8 seed in 5 games. As here is Payne, 1-on-1 with Murray. Now goes to Antetokounmpo, the MVP. Can he do it again? Rims out. They get the stop. Great defense from the #1 pick, Banchero. As here comes Levine. And now to Murray. 15 seconds. Tie game. Looking to win it on the road to end this series. Murray takes it back out. 9 seconds. 8, 7. Here we go. Shot clock off. Murray, still driving, finds the feet of a pin down screen, and he rattles home a tray. 1 second, timeout Phoenix. They're down 3, season on the line. And it's gotta be a catch and shoot for the Suns. They need a miracle or a good look. Looking to inbound. Nobody's open. It goes to the MVP. No good, and the upset is complete. The 8-seeded Blazers have knocked off the 1-seeded Suns the first out of 5 games. Unbelievable. And now we're going to go to Denver where it is the Nuggets over the Pelicans in 6 games, 111-100. And on goes Denver. They're looking pretty solid. This is the Australian squad, and it's Ben Simmons trying to lead this team to the NBA Finals as we now got a close Game 7. A bunch of Game 7 in this first round. It's Jason Tatum. Oh my goodness, go replay that. He put the Cavaliers in a spin cycle, and he nails the jumper to give the Bucks Bucks the lead in 40 seconds. Winner go home. Cleveland down 2. LeBron James in the paint against Jason Tatum. Backing his way in. Bully ball. No, he missed it. Gets his own rebound. And he finally puts it in and tie the game with 30 seconds. And we've already seen one #1 seed get eliminated. Can't we see 2? But I mean, this 8-seeded Cavaliers team is probably the best 8 seed ever. It's Jason Tatum. Oh, wild shot. No good rebound. LeBron James. And the Cavaliers can do it. Can they beat the #1 seed in the East? As it goes to Stephen Curry. And who's going to take it, LeBron or Curry? That's such a great debate right now. But we're now down to 12 seconds in this game 7. Still tied at 125. Is Curry going to take the shot? 6 seconds. Curry. Oh, he goes to LeBron on Tatum. LeBron to win the series. He puts it up. And it's no good. These Bucks fans rise to their feet. And we got overtime basketball. But we go to overtime. The Bucks are down by 1. 40 seconds. They have the ball. As Tatum finds a wide open Halliburton. And he throws it down. Stephen Curry was caught sleeping. Now we got 37 seconds. Cleveland down by 1 in game 7. And LeBron has missed a couple clutch shots here. Is it time to go to Stephen Curry? No, LeBron's going to take it again. And he misses again. LeBron James can't find the mark in this game 7. As Cleveland is down by 1. They desperately need to stop, or the Bucks can seal the deal right here, right now. Cleveland won't foul. They will get the ball back. About a 5-second shot differential. Here's Jason Tatum looking for the dagger. Shot clock down to 6 seconds. Motioning his Halliburton. Tatum has it against LeBron. Takes the screen. And he puts home a 3-pointer. Milwaukee leads by 4 with 6 seconds. And that should be all she wrote. Stephen Curry dribbles above the 4. 3 seconds, LeBron. It doesn't matter. The 1-seeded Bucks hold on at home. And they will knock off LeBron James and Stephen Curry in 7. What a game. What a finish. What a series as on goes Jason Tatum in Milwaukee. And like I said, there are a bunch of game 7s in this first round as we now go to 1 in San Antonio. It is the Golden State Warriors over the San Antonio Spurs. So down goes Joel Embiid and Pascal Siakam as Damian Lillard and Golden State gets the job done 121 to 109, and they'll move on. And now we got a battle of LA in LA. We have the Clippers versus the Lakers. Here's James Harden. He goes to Okongwu. Oh my goodness. Get up, Brook Lopez. Poster of the year. And he ties the game at 111 in game 7. 40 seconds. Here we go. Is LaMelo Ball with the ball against James Harden. Who's going to win this game to move on? Ball still has it. Here comes the screen from Lopez. LaMelo gives it up to his brother. Now in the corner it's George. And he nails a 3 with 25 seconds. LA Clippers lead by 3. Timeout Lakers seats on the line for them. And it's got to go to James Harden or DeMar DeRozan at this point. As Harden frees himself for 3. Knocks it down plus the foul. Oh my goodness. We have never seen this before. I mean, this is incredible. James Harden, the and-1, and a chance to get the Lakers the lead after being down by 3 points. And what is Brook Lopez doing? I mean, he's having a nightmare game, and this is maybe the game of the year. This game 7 right now is absolutely crazy as the Clippers are down by 1. And look at this open as Leonard. They're sleeping as he throws it down. Clippers on top. Lakers, no timeout. It all comes down to this. Here's James Harden. Can he do it again? 1-on-1 with ball. 6 seconds. The screen. James Harden. 1-on-1 isolated in the corner for the series. No good. Offensive rebound, but time runs out. And the Clippers win the Battle of LA. Game of the year. What a finish. And the Clippers move on. And how about this? The Brooklyn Nets really came back from a 3-0 deficit against the Hawks. And they're going to win the series in 7 games. Kyrie with 42 points. I mean, we saw them win that game 4 on the road. And they end up winning the series. But we now enter the second round for today's simulation. And what a wild first round. Probably one of the best rounds of the year. Anyways, you guys see the matchups. Hopefully your favorite team is still in it. And we're going to continue this simulation right here, right now. So sit down, sit back, relax, and let's go. So we'll start this second round in Denver, where it's the LA Clippers coming off that Game 7 victory against the Lakers, and they're going to go to the second round. They're going to sweep their way on to the third round as they beat the Nuggets in 4 games to move on. And I definitely did not see this coming. The Brooklyn Nets will sweep their way on to the conference finals after they take out the Bucks in 4 games, 129 to 121. How about this? So down goes the Milwaukee Bucks in the second round, and we now go to a Game 5 in Toronto, where is the Charlotte Hornets, who will beat the Raptors in 5 games, and they are headed on to the Eastern Conference Finals to play the Brooklyn Brooklyn Nets. But man, I thought Toronto and Milwaukee would make it a little bit farther, as down goes this Toronto Canadian team in 5 games. And so no close games in this second round, as we see the Portland Blazers, the 8 seed, beat the Golden State Warriors in 7 games, and they'll be moving on. And this 8 seeded Blazers team is on an unbelievable run, and for the Golden State Warriors, their season comes to an end. And so we are now down to the Final Four. In the West, we have the Clippers versus the Blazers, and in the East, we have the Hornets versus the Nets. Which 2 teams will be moving to the NBA Finals in today's simulation? Well, guys, it is time to find out right now, so sit down, sit back, relax, and let's go. We go to Portland, where the 8-seeded Trailblazers are trying to win this conference finals. They're up 3-2 against the Clippers, and now they go to the paint to Banchero, working against Kawhi Leonard. Can he give them the lead? Oh, straight from the claw. Leonard to Ball, nobody in front of him for the lead. Blocked by Matisse Thybulle. Oh my goodness, here come the Blazers. Banchero on 3, bang! Oh man, are you serious? This place is going crazy. Matisse Thybulle, what a block! And now the Clippers down by 3 with their season on the line. They need to force Game 7 as Lonzo misses the money rebound, and that could be it with 24 seconds. What just happened? And this place is still rocking, and now down by 7 with 12 seconds. This game looks to be over. Leonard pump fake takes a 3. It's off, and the 8-seeded Portland Blazers are going to the NBA Finals, and the LA Clippers will fall in 6. What a game, what a series, and on goes Portland to the NBA Finals. They knock off this Clippers team. I mean, how crazy was that sequence? Matisse Thybulle the block, then Banchero the 3-pointer for the lead, and on go the Blazers. But now we got another close conference finals game, and we go to Game 7 in Charlotte. The Nets are up by 1, 53 seconds. Winner goes to finals. Williamson from Chris Paul throws it down to Bam Adebayo, and Charlotte has the lead. Can they win this game to move on? It all comes down to this in the Eastern Conference. Here comes Kyrie Irving, 1-on-1 against Ja Morant. These fans are on their feet, and for the Nets, they have a mismatch. It's Karl Towns on Brandon Ingram, as here's Irving around the screen for Bam. Behind the back, right back to Bam, and he throws it down. And the Nets come back in the lead. They now have it 37 seconds, and we're going back and forth in this Game 7. Here comes CP3, 1-on-1 against Jalen Brunson. Jumper is up, and it's good. Chris Paul answering the critics as he nails a clutch shot right there. And Charlotte back on top with 28 seconds. Here come the Nets, no timeout. Irvin going right at Morant. Step back, great defense from Ja. Now it goes back to Irvin. Irvin the drive, goes to the paint. Adebayo gets it again. Timeout Charlotte. What a Game 7 we got going on right now. And it all comes down to this. Who's going to take the shot? Down by 1. CP3 takes it back out. 7 seconds. Chris Paul. Now goes to Morant. He's got Irvin 1-on-1. Between the legs. On the drive. Scores. Morant puts it in with the left hand. Brooklyn on a timeout. 1 second. Irvin. It's good if it goes. Air ball, and the Hornets will win Game 7, and they're moving to the NBA Finals. What a game, what a finish. An absolute heartbreak from these Brooklyn fans, as they're going to be going home in 7 games. So the NBA Finals for today's simulation is finally here, as we have the Charlotte Hornets versus the Portland Trail Blazers, a best-of-7 series to determine the winner of today's simulation. Who's going to take on the championship? Well, let's find out right now. And now we go to Charlotte for Game 5 of the Finals, and the Hornets will blow up the Blazers, and they're going to win the NBA championship. It's all over. The Charlotte Hornets win the simulation in 5 games, and the 8-seeded Cinderella story from the Blazers comes to an end. I mean, what a run they had, but ultimately Chris Paul, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Ja Morant get the job done. But guys, this is probably one of my favorite simulations ever. There were so many crazy games, wild moments, unbelievable stuff happened today, and you guys all witnessed it as we see the trophy celebration in Charlotte. And I really do appreciate all your support. I read every single comment, so I hope you enjoyed today's simulation. Thank you so much for watching. Ja Morant's your MVP. Anyways, this Halftime Productions, and we out.